I was even debating if I should even make this video because I'm still sick. Sick as a dog. Sick as a stray dog on the street. But, I just can't help myself watching all these YouTube videos. Now, before I continue, listen, I'm a huge fan of Kojima, okay? No one's a bigger Metal Gear fan to this guy. Believe me, trust me. If somebody wants to debate me about the Metal Gear universe and their characters, bring it. I'm very familiar with Kojima's work. I'm very familiar with what he has done in the past, okay? When he was at Konami. But ever since he split from Konami and he started working on his own thing, first of all, let's just clarify something. Kojima always said that he made this game not for everyone. He made this game because it's something he wanted to do to express himself, how he feels about life and everything, people, current events. He wants to express his art through this game. Like everything kind of reflects like a mirror with this game. How he feels about society, the world, and everything, right? There's this very poetic, almost like, what's the Troy Baker says, poetic, tragic theme to it. Poetic but tragic theme to it. Kind of like a Metallica song, sad but true. So, before you start, hating on this video, before you start typing on your keyboards and blah, 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 Mr. 4K this, Mr. 4K that, just keep your pantyhoses on, all right? Keep them on. Don't pull them down. Keep them on. Just relax. Sit down and relax, okay? If I'm sick and I can make this video, so can you. Just keep your pantyhoses on and relax, all right? Your game already got 90% must play, so, all right? So, you have nothing to worry about. This little video criticizing, the fact that it's way too overrated shouldn't be a problem. Now, I just want to say a couple of things. I understand there's games out there that people like and I don't like. One example is Elden Ring. Elden Ring, I can't play it. You couldn't even pay me to play it. No, I mean, really. Sadly, I probably would have made a lot of money. But you can't even pay me to play that thing. But I understand why people like it. Okay, and you'll never hear me say, ooh, Elden Ring, it's a terrible game. Or you'll never hear me say, screw the Elden Ring. Or you'll never see me make videos where I'm shitting on Elden Ring. You'll never see me do that. But just because the game, it's not for me, doesn't mean it's a bad game. If majority out there likes it, that's good. That's awesome. And there's always enough space for every game to exist. Okay? There's a space for every game to exist. All right. So, my point is, just because I don't like the game, or just because the game, it's not for me, or just because I have an opinion, doesn't mean it's a bad game. Doesn't mean I'm shitting on the game. Okay? So I just want you to understand that. So, what am I trying to say here? Yes, I played the first Death Stranding. It wasn't for me. Back in 2019 on PS4 Pro, it was truly a magical game when it came out. November 8th, 2019. And Decima Engine at the time, what was it, 6 years ago? Because it's 2019, 6 years ago, Decima Engine at the time was truly remarkable. Now, 6 years later, Kojima had enough time to make the Decima Engine look even better. So yeah, it's going to look better. There's more terrain. There's more interesting things now. Sure, there's some stuff here. But the core basic essence of this game, and I watched the walkthroughs. I've been watching so many walkthroughs of this game. The core basic essence, it's still the same. And what does that mean? That means you're still delivering packages. Yes, there's some weird stuff, interesting stuff, funny stuff. People say, well, what about the open world? Well, let's look at the open world of Death Stranding. What is the open world of Death Stranding? It's a vast of desert and sand and mountains. It's not like you're gonna run into some strip clubs or some casinos or NPCs on the street or a bunch of cars driving around. All right, so it's a empty world. Okay, and your job is to connect people. So it's just copy and paste of this vast of terrain. So I don't know why people are making a big deal about that. You can't compare it to Grand Theft Auto because Grand Theft Auto have so many moving parts, man. There's so many things going on in the city. You got so many places to visit, so many NPCs to talk to. There's a lot of stuff going on. I think people need to stop comparing every open world game to Grand Theft Auto. There's only one king, and that's Grand Theft Auto. All right. Now, having said that, the point I'm trying to make in this video, does Death Stranding 2 deserves all the praises that it's getting? No. I think that this game is way too overrated. Honestly. I even felt metaphor. Yes, it's a nice Japanese role-playing game. I'm still playing it. Actually. It's on Xbox Game Pass. It's an interesting fantasy. I like it. But I feel that even metaphor is way too overrated. Yeah, it's a Japanese role-playing game with an anime style. And I like it. It's a really cute story. I'm enjoying it. And I would give it a solid 8. But to give it like a 10 out of 10 masterpiece, or I know it won the game of the year, won the Game Awards. I felt that even metaphor was overrated, and no different here. This is way too overrated. People say, but you haven't played it. I don't have to play it because I already seen the walkthroughs. I already see what's in there. What difference going to make me using a control to control the same thing that someone else has controlled? I've seen the walkthroughs, hours and hours of walkthroughs. I've seen enough. I've seen like 30, 40, 50 hours of walkthroughs. Literally, been fast forwarding through it, and everything is the same. You walk around, you got your bridge baby, and then you got these breach things, and they show up. Listen, it's still the same thing. You're connecting. You connected bridges in America. Now you're connecting bridges in Mexico, and then Australia. But essentially, you're doing the same thing. Packages delivery with a little bit better graphics. Yeah, there's some stuff you can do. Like there's, the combat is a little bit better. Sure, there's some improvements, of course, but it's nothing that would like make me want to say, "Oh, gee whiz, I got to give this 10 out of 10," or "This is a must play." So, and here's a funny thing: it's not just me that would feel like this about this game. Even Hideo Kojima would agree with me, because Hideo Kojima says, I don't want this to be a mainstream. He even changed some things because he didn't want it to be a mainstream. But why is it becoming a mainstream? It's because of who he is. It's because of he's so overrated. And this is what happens when you have celebrity. He doesn't like to be a celebrity. But he had no choice in it. And now he's the celebrity of video games. And we got Jeff Keighley to thank for that. Because Jeff Keighley praising him. He doesn't like that. He doesn't like to be praised and overrated like that. But that's what Jeff Keighley does. He just suck up to him. And I was like, dude, like, all right, yeah, we get it. I love Hideo Kojima, but I would never praise him as like the greatest of all time. Just ridiculous. He's a great artist, but the problem is the fanboyism and this whole fandom thing with this new generation Gen Z that's going on. It's like some kind of a cult following. You know, if it's Kojima, oh my God, it's surreal. Like, oh Lord, right? I just feel that it's totally unnecessary. You know what I mean? To have uh, Kojima be this overrated. And this game, I mean, look at these reviews. This is ridiculous. It's possibly Hideo Kojima's magnum opus, and it'll be a long time before I stop thinking about it. Yo, if this is not like some lunatic fanboy fandom, no, this is not healthy. Okay, this is not healthy. Be professional. Be a professional journalist, man. Oh, God. Death Stranding 2 is the... what is this? What does this word even mean? Death Stranding 2. It's encapsulation of Hideo Kojima's ambition to many films and games into one seamless experience for the first time. It's not him emulating the cinema he adores. Instead, it's Kojima directing a vast, emotional, charged epic. Well, wait a minute. So, are you giving this game 10 out of 10 because it's a cinematic experience? Or are you giving this game 10 out of 10 because there's some kind of an interesting gameplay in there? And apparently that's what this guy is just doing. It was ridiculous. Listen, if Kojima wants to make a movie, then make a movie, dude. He can make an animated movie. Doesn't have to be, a live action movie. It could be an animated movie. So I'm reading these reviews, man. It's just like ridiculous. Death Stranding 2 on the Beach is developed by Kojima Production and published by Sony Interactive Entertainment. It's a new journey with tonal shift compared to its predecessors. As a narrative, it's smaller scope and far more personal. Okay, but you still gave it a 95. Death Stranding 2 on the Beach, it's a hard game to quantify, with Kojima Production eager to question our expectation and her curveballs at every turn. At its heart, it's an experience about delivering packages and foregoing connection. Okay, so you're giving it a 90 because it's an experience that delivers the packages and forcing connections across post-apocalyptic whatever situation. All right, how about this? How about I make a game on Roblox where all you do is deliver packages and you connect with other people? Am I going to get 10 out of 10? Okay, if I make a game on a Roblox, well, that's all you do, deliver packages, right, to other players. And that's all you do, deliver packages to other players on Roblox. Am I going to get 10 out of 10 praise? Of course not. Do you want to know why? Because I'm not Hideo. I'm not Hideo Kojima. See, that's what this whole thing is. It's a fandom. It's a fandom. It's because it's Kojima. And that's why it's getting such a praise. Not because it's such an amazing game. It's because it's Hideo Kojima. And this is exactly what Kojima was worried about. Okay, IGN France. Well, wow, IGN France. Thank you. Finally, some common sense. Death Stranding 2 isn't a bad game. It's a beautiful game, but it disappoints precisely where the first one was astonishing by leveling out the difficulty, rendering the journey, watering down what made the original game tough, unforgettable. Let's look at all the critics. Look at all these reviews. More dynamic and intense. Death Stranding 2 on the beach. On the beach dodges the judgment of the first game. Oh man, no one actually. What bothers me about these reviews, no one actually explains. Hey, like here's what else can you do besides delivering packages. Here's something. Here's an interesting fun fact. Here's what you can do besides delivering packages. But they're all just talking about this emotional movie experience. Like, dude, is there any other substance? Like, I'm looking for some substance. Like in Elden Ring, I get it. The substance is it's a very hard game and it's very challenging. And you gotta grind and challenge yourself. So with with Elden Ring, I get it. But with this one, I just don't get it, man. I just don't. And I watch these walkthroughs, man. I've been watching all of them. And even people who are playing it, they don't seem to be too excited. They're like, I'm getting some clicks, I'm getting some views. All right, let me continue playing. Yeah, let me endure this. I'll make some decent money this month. It's like they're just doing it for that reason. Because I'm a YouTuber, I know what's going on, behind the scenes. But you can tell, even people who are playing the game, they're not like really super thrilled about it or super stoked about it. But look at this. This is just ridiculous, man. So what does that make Guns of the Patriots? You can say Guns of the Patriots is the masterpiece. And why is the Guns of the Patriots the masterpiece? It's not just the story. It's not just the characters. It's also all of these abilities that Snake has that he can do. All of these things that he has at his disposal that makes the sneaking around and fighting in the combat even more unique. The gameplay, it's top-notch. And this is back in 2008. The story is top-notch. The enemies are top-notch. Everything, all checkmark. Here, they're just praising cinematic experience. So, okay, then I don't need to play the game. I'll just watch the cinematic cutscenes. I'm sure someone will put cinematic cutscenes together, and I can just watch them in 4K on YouTube, and just get some popcorn and, some popcorn and some drinks, and that's it. Look, guys, is Death Stranding 2 deserves 8 at best. 8. 8 at best. But anything above 8, it's just you're sucking up to Kojima's fandom. And that's it. And this is what this says. I read all these reviews like sucking up to Kojima's fandom. It's just ridiculous. It's really way too overrated. And I've seen way too many walkthroughs to know that it's overrated. I've seen people play it. I said, why don't you play it? I don't need to play it because I've already seen other people play it. What difference is it going to make? If I already didn't like what other people were playing, what makes you think that I'm going to enjoy the same thing that they were playing? I already seen the walkthroughs. Tells me everything I need to know. I watched hours and hours and hours and hours of walkthroughs. More package deliveries and more long cutscenes, which I don't like. So, all I'm trying to say, that this is way too overrated. And I think there's a little bit of both here. Of course, it's the fandom of Hideo Kojima. But you also got Sony fanboys beating their chest, we got our exclusive. No, it's a timed exclusive. Okay? What does that mean? It'll come to PC. It'll come to Xbox. It's timed exclusive this year. Next year, mark my words, coming to PC, coming to Xbox. It's timed exclusive. So don't tell me that it's specifically exclusive to PlayStation, because it's not. You know damn well that it's coming to PC, and you know damn well that it's coming to Xbox. So let's just drop this whole Sony fanboyism. And there's no bigger Sony fanboy than me. All right, no bigger Sony fanboy than me. But as the biggest Sony fanboy that I am, I'm not gonna, lie and sugarcoat something like you guys do. So I think there's a little bit of both going on here. On one hand, you got the Hideo Kojima fandom, and on the other side, you've got Sony fanboys, and that's why you have what you have here. Is this a great game? It's a good game. I give it an 8. But is it too overrated? Yes, way too overrated. This damn thing is way too overrated, man. Delivering packages is this exciting? Then I guess everybody should be working. All of these guys who gave 100%, they should be working at UPS and FedEx. No, really, or Amazon. Seriously, guys, if you love this game so much, delivering packages, listen, you should be working for Amazon. You should be working for UPS. You should be working for FedEx. You should apply immediately. Just tell them, I'm a huge fan of Death Stranding. Okay, I love delivering packages. The only difference is you're not going to be sitting in your comfortable, bourgeois, expensive couch playing this. You're going to be actually sweating your ass off in 100 degrees, moving these heavy packages from the back of the truck. So, please do, guys. Make sure you sign up and apply for UPS and FedEx and Amazon. Yeah, this is way too overrated. I don't want to, spend too much time on it. I already spent like 21 minutes, man. It's ridiculous. This is just ridiculous. This is just so obvious. It's so obvious, even for Kojima. Even Kojima doesn't like this because, Kojima can cut through bullshit. Kojima, smart guy, just like I am a smart guy. He can tell, all right, this is just people just kissing my ass. And I don't like either when people, because it's phony. If everybody's kissing my ass, I know it's phony. I know you guys don't really like me, but you're just doing it to, get me energized. I personally don't like that stuff. And neither does Kojima, because it's phony, it's fake. I want you to tell me what you don't like. I want you to be honest, This is not being honest. This is just like a fandom. Like some cult following fandom. And it's too overrated, dude. Way too overrated, man. Yeah, man, you don't have to be an alien from another planet or another universe to realize this. You don't have to be a heart surgeon or brain surgeon to realize this. Man, this is ridiculous. Look at this. Ridiculous, dude. It's like a cult following. Yeah, way too overrated, man. Way too overrated. Hey, guess who will agree with me on this video? Out of all the people, can you guess who is going to agree with this guy? Who's going to agree? The man, the legend himself, Mr. Kojima, will agree with me. Yes, the same guy you guys are praising and giving all the praises will agree with me in this video. If he ever sees this video, he will agree. He might need a translator, right? But he will agree. Hopefully the translator is translating properly, or hopefully the Google translation is, correct on the subtitles. But he would agree with me. 100%. 100%. Just remember that. The guy whom you're praising would agree with me that this game is way too overrated. And this is not what he wanted. This is not what he wanted. So that means you're not going to see him working on another Death Stranding. So this is it. And thank God, man. Thank God, bro. Enough of Death Stranding. Move on to something else, dude. For the love of God, move on to something else. Anyway, keep in mind, this is just my opinions. My opinions should not affect your 90% must play status, all right? So just I want to clarify on that. My opinions should not affect the 90% Metacritic status. Okay. All right. Well, there you have it. I mean, I'm still sick, man. But guys, I don't know what kind of flu this. The worst flu. It's like COVID, man. But like a mild COVID. You know, I don't know what it is. Like, you know. But I'll be all right. I'll be okay. I feel like Snake, old Snake. Colonel. I can't even do voices, man. That's not good, man. When I'm sick, I can't do John Wick. Yeah, I can't. I'm sick. Alright, guys, if you liked the video, leave it a thumbs up. If you did dislike the video, leave it a thumbs down. If you like what I do, subscribe. If you don't, that's okay. You don't have to. Thank you for watching. Take care. I'll see you in the next video. Leave a comment down below, but please, guys, for the love of ancient aliens out on a mothership, be respectful, all right? Be respectful. You can have your opinions, but you gotta do it respectfully. That means you can't use any foul language. Got it? You gotta use the mouthwash. You gotta clean your mouth. You know, if this bothers you, that I have a difference of opinion, you gotta do it politely and respectfully. Okay, that's all I'm asking. I'm not asking you not to have an opinion. Everyone will have an opinion like I do. But you got to leave a respectful comment. If you don't leave a respectful comment, what do you think is going to happen? Exactly. Your comment will never show up. So you're just wasting time. So guys, please have a debate down there. Leave comments. But be respectful. That's all I ask. I'm not trying to censor people's opinion. But when you start using a foul language, when you start calling people names, that's not an opinion. That's an insult. There's two different things going on here that you need to understand. There's a difference between you genuinely having an opinion, respectfully, professionally, and then you coming in disrespectfully and insulting and using call naming and using profanity, the kind of stuff. It's not gonna fly. Okay. All right. So, there you have it. I'll see you later. If I can get well. Sound like a jigsaw puzzle. Oh, this is Jigsaw. Would you like to play a game? I know. Hilarious. Hilarious, man. Alright, so guys, leave a comment down below. Let me know, what do you think?